What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name is G. Glad to have you all here. And today, guys, I have a pretty, I guess it's a pretty funny and controversial video. It really depends on how you look at it in regards to a teacher in California that apparently was put on leave or fired because she was dancing like a native and all that stuff. But before I do play the clip and get to the story, let me go ahead and give you a quick reminder that if you'd like to support me and my YouTube adventures, you can definitely do so by liking this video. It'll help me out tremendously with the YouTube's algorithm. And if you're new to the channel and you want to know what I'm all about, I am simply just a guy that likes playing video games. I do commentary in regards to news, current events, reports, and all that good stuff. So if that's something that you'll be interested in watching, definitely consider subscribing. It's completely free and no cost to you. And hey, if you figured that my YouTube channel sucks or that you don't agree with anything I say, you can always unsubscribe at any time. But with that being said, let's get straight to the point of this video because it is a pretty funny one. Alright, so like I mentioned, this story does revolve around a teacher that they're dubbing her Tomahawk Tammy because of her weird, I guess, display of showing her math class, I guess certain things about Native American culture. And, it sort of kind of sparked debate and a lot of controversy that it ended up actually causing her to kind of go on leave of absence from her job. I'm guessing that's like a nicer way to say that she was fired or whatnot. But here's the clip. So let me play the clip for you guys so we can all be on the same page. I don't think it's anything offensive, but it really depends on how you guys see it. But here's the clip.
I get to go home, and I get all of my feathers. I ask you, please tell me the secret Indian camp. Please. And then I hear. Because obviously.
Right, so like you saw there, yeah, she goes a little intense. She goes a little bit crazy on there, and I can definitely see how this can be a little bit controversial and how it shouldn't really be necessary. But because for the first point is, if she was doing this like in a history class or some type of social studies topic, then I can kind of see how this would be necessary. But considering that she was doing this in a math class, jumping around and doing all this, I don't see the point. I don't see why she was doing it. But at the same time, I can see how some teachers would try to be, creative and try to add something to, to their lecture so the kids can stay focused. But apparently this one person that recorded this footage was actually a Native American who apparently got so offended that they found the need to record and post it on social media and say just look what this crazy white bitch is doing, dancing around like a Native American and stuff like that. And apparently that video that we just witnessed pretty much went viral, and the school district got a hold of that and they ended up releasing this statement here. This is what they said here. These behaviors are completely unacceptable and on the offensive depiction of vast and expansive Native American cultures and practices. The district said in a statement, her actions do not represent the values of our district. Wow. So I remember when I was a kid growing up, my teachers used to do a lot of stupid shit. They used to dance around like idiots, and even back in high school days, like this is not something new. This is not out of the ordinary. There's teachers out there that are very hyper, and they do a lot of weird stuff to kind of get the attention of the class so they can really stay focused and all that. The problem with this situation, it's not because what she did was considered racially insensitive. It's because society nowadays is so fucking sensitive that they find anything, just to bitch about. Like, really, let's be honest. Like, the word racism is pretty much being thrown, left and right, like pretty much like anything, like a little, stack of cookies, if you will. It's pretty much, racism is this, racism is that. If I say something, oh, you're racist. If I do something that's kind of, different from what a Hispanic person would do, oh, I'm a racist. Or, if I dress differently or I dress weird, I'm racist. The word racism is pretty much just tossed around like crazy nowadays. So, this person that recording the footage, they made it, I guess he was like some Native American. I don't really have the name on here, but I will be leaving all that, the articles in the description, like I always do in any of these news videos. So if you want to do your own due diligence, everything's gonna be in the description. Apparently this person was so offended that this teacher was doing this that he recorded that. And I used to have a lot of Native American friends, and at times I've been confused with being Native American because of my long hair, stretched ears, and all that. And yeah, I remember back in those days, man, like Native Americans, the people that I used to be friends with back in high school and even in grade school, these motherfuckers used to be savages, man. They would not get offended for fucking anything. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want to them, and they'll like come back. They'll fight you, be on your face and shit like that. And they wouldn't be like posting shit like this on social media. Like, I remember those times when natives used to be fucking animals, man. Like, what happened to like this person, whether he's native or not, whether he's mixed or whatever the case may be, he's definitely giving them a bad look because he's making natives look like bitches, man. But yeah, I don't get it, man. Like, what the teacher was doing, it was weird. It was definitely unorthodox, especially for a math class. And I'm not gonna defend her on that point, whatever she was trying to get at, but it was entertaining. And they're still kids, whether you guys want to see them or not. Just because they're in high school, that doesn't mean shit. They're still kids and not really adults yet. They're probably 15, 16 years old, maybe 17, and that's pretty much it. They're still young kids going to young adulthood, and they're not even adults yet. So I can definitely see why she was trying to be, very creative, very, hyper, and just trying to get the class to really, I guess, not really focus because they're paying attention to her, but just so school won't be so fucking boring, because as we all know, the majority of the kids and the youth don't really like school, and this is a good way to kind of keep them on there and they kind of get them away from that stigma saying, oh, school is the same mundane shit we see it every time. She's doing something out of the box and something that's creative, and whether or not it was something that shouldn't have happened, we can't really say for sure. We're definitely missing some context on this, so we don't know what happened before this dude decided to pull up his his phone. Maybe somebody asked her. Maybe she's native in some sort of way. Just because she's white, you can't really assume she's native. That's racist right there. See, so you guys are calling her racist without even knowing her. Fuck, you're probably racist yourself, because for all you know, she's probably native too. So who knows? Maybe she was just going into her inner her inner heritage, and that's what she was doing and whatnot. But I personally don't find this to be racially insensitive. I'm Mexican, and I've seen stuff in school where maybe like a Hispanic, not really Hispanic, maybe like a Chicano teacher that was white was trying to act like Hispanic-y and stuff like that, and try to talk like a paisa and all that, and I never found that offensive. But then again, I grew up in a different like era, I guess, in a way. I'm plucked from a different set of leaves or whatnot, whatever that saying goes. I'm not really that easily offended, but apparently this person was. And yeah, this teacher unfortunately lost her job because of this. Whether it was called for, I guess I can't really say. Like I mentioned, I'm definitely someone that is not easily offended, but if you found this offensive or whatnot, then you probably will agree that she deserved to get fired. Whether she was on drugs or whatnot, that's a different story. But if it turns out, if they took her like a drug test and the toxicology reports come back and it shows that she was under the influence, then yeah, I will definitely agree that she got what she deserved. But if not, if there was just her being, just her being creative and just trying to be, funny and whatnot, then that sucks. It's unfortunate, but it cost her her job, and we got this very overly sensitive native person to blame for that. But yeah, man. With that being said, crazy man, crazy stuff. It's even more crazy just how sensitive we are as society, and not you guys. I'm sure some of you guys are watching my videos. You guys are not sensitive because you're watching these videos and stuff like that. But yeah, the majority of the people nowadays are overly sensitive. A lot of fairies out there. So yeah, guys, just make sure that you are careful on what you say on social media or in person nowadays, because you never know, who or what you're gonna offend, and it's crazy, but it is what it is. It's a sad reality. But with that being said, guys, I don't want to make this video that long. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time of your day to watch this video, and I'll see you all on the next one. All right, peace out.